Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a while since I've sat down and filmed. If you follow me on Snapchat, you know that I was in New York all last week with Maybelline, celebrating some of their newest launches. Kyle and I tried our hardest to vlog.
9 hours of you eating chips and stuff.
Not sure how the footage is going to turn out because we're not used to vlogging, so it's mostly just footage of us hanging out in New York without us really talking. So hopefully it's a vlog. If not, let me know if you guys want to see a video on all the new Maybelline products that are coming out, and I will create that video for you guys. We tried, guys. We tried really hard. But a lot of you guys have had a ton of questions about my new haircut. I briefly went over it in a previous video, but not in too much detail. So today I'm going to be going over my haircut, the color, the style, basically what I do every time I cut my hair, which seems like I'm doing it quite often these days. I feel like once you cut it, it becomes an addiction and you go shorter and shorter. But I think this is as short as I'm gonna go for now. So yeah, if you guys want to hear some more about my haircut, how I style it, how to rock a lob, I guess is what you would call that, keep on watching. So again, Nick and Cass work their magic on my hair at the HERSHBERGER salon. They are seriously a dream team. They nail it every time I have a vision for my hair or come in with an inspiration photo. They get my hair to look exactly like the photo. And this time around, my inspiration or my hair inspo was Jenna Dewan's hair. I love her short or her lob that she's been rocking. It's definitely an A-line, so if you look at my hair, it's shorter in the back and the front pieces that frame the face are longer, which I really like because I don't think I could go short all the way around. It might be a little too much for me. I don't know if I could handle it. And then last time you guys saw me, I had gotten highlights, and that was during summer, and I just wanted to look really beachy and fresh. But as soon as the weather got a little darker, I was like, you know what? I want to go back to being dark. And when talking to Cass, what was really cool is I was showing her the color that I wanted my hair to be, and she mentioned if she had dyed my hair that color, it would translate black. It would look really dark and it would wash me out, which is interesting because back when I used to dye my hair out of the box, that's exactly the effect I would get. I would dye it the color I wanted it to be, and then it looked way too dark. I'm sure this has happened to a ton of you guys at home where you dye your hair a dark brown and it looks black, and you feel really weird and awkward for a moment there because it's way too dark and you're just waiting for it to wash out. So I thought that was really cool that she knew what would work for me personally versus doing the color that I thought would look good. So she only darkened my hair by 1/8. So this is still my natural hair color, just a little bit, like a pinch darker. And she always uses a gloss, which is still a hair dye. It's just not permanent. So it washes out. It's really transparent and you're not fully committing to a permanent hair dye. But next time I go in, I think I might go for it and dye it permanently because I like my hair being a little darker than what it naturally is. Basically, I explained to her that I like the way it looks in photos when it translates dark, so that's what we went for. I'm really loving this haircut. I think it's super easy and fun and really low maintenance. I thought it would be more high maintenance having really thick, coarse, curly hair, but it's actually really easy to style and work with. And I would much rather just do clip-ins or clip-in extensions whenever I want it to be long versus having long hair all the time. So if you guys have been considering a lob or going short and don't know how to style it or how to work short hair, keep on watching, so I'm going to show you guys how I style my hair to look like this. Alright guys, I'm going to start this hair tutorial off like I always do, and that's by blow drying my hair. But before I do that, I'm going to show you guys what I used to prep my hair with in the shower. I am not picky when it comes to shampoo and conditioners. I tend to switch it up a lot in the shower. I will include in the description box all the shampoos and conditioners I'm currently using because it's a lot and I don't want to just mention them all in this video because that will be 10 minutes of the video alone. I use so many different shampoos and conditioners. But right now, because my hair is a deeper shade of brown, I want to try and extend the color as much as possible since it is a gloss and it's temporary and it won't stay as well as like a permanent hair color. So I am using this conditioner by REDKEN. It's the Color Extend Rich Recovery Conditioner, and it says it's a protective treatment for color treated hair, provides anti-fade protection, improved manageability, and intense replenishment, and it delivers a UV filter, so it helps protect from fading. It extends your color, so that's why I'm using this. I'm trying to keep my hair as dark as possible for as long as possible. For shampoo, I used the 24K Sally Hershberger Get Gorgeous STYLEPRO shampoo. Just a basic shampoo. It doesn't damage the hair or strip it of its natural oils, so that's why I'm using this guy for right now. And then to prep my hair for heat damage, you guys know I love my Fido Botanical Straightening Balm. I've been using this for years, and I would use it today, but I'm just going to give you guys another option. Another one I recently discovered and I really love it is the Rare Marula Oil 3-in-1 Styling Cream. So this one styles, conditions, and treats. So I find that this one works like this one. It's just a thicker consistency. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this to my hair now that once I let it down from this turby twist. And when prepping my hair, I always divide my hair into sections because I have a lot of hair. So I need to make sure I hit all the sections on my head and not just like the top pieces or the ends. So I'm going to start by adding a little bit of the Rare Marula Oil Styling Cream to the bottom half of my hair. And I always like using an oil throughout my hair, especially the ends, so I get a really smooth finish and it's not poofy when I'm done blow drying. I've been using this one from the 24K line by Sally Hershberger for a long time. It's the Golden Touch Nourishing Dry Oil. I just find that no matter how much of this oil I add to my hair, it never weighs it down, which is why I love it. But because I always use this in my videos, to give you guys another option, I really love this one from the OUAI. It's called the hair oil. It smells really good and it's just a multi-purpose oil, and you can see I've already gone through half the bottle. I really like this stuff. So today I'm going to use the OUAI hair oil, and I'm just going to do one pump and apply it mainly to the ends and then disperse the rest throughout my hair. And since I already have half of my hair pinned up, I'm just going to go ahead and start blow drying. My one tip when it comes to blow drying your hair is to try and blow it out smooth. Don't just take a hairdryer and go crazy. That's what I used to do, and it made styling my hair afterwards really difficult, whether I wanted it to be straight or curly. It just was a nightmare. So try and blow dry it smooth with either a large round brush or a flat brush. I'm still using this one from GHD. It's a large, I believe it's like a natural bristle brush. I'll double check and include it in the description box. I like a larger brush because it gives me a straighter finish, whereas the smaller ones give more of a curl or a wave to the ends of my hair, and I don't want that. I want it to be straight. And then the paddle brush, of course, will give you a super smooth finish, but for today I'm just going to use my round brush. And I'm still using my Harry Josh Pro Tools hair dryer. I know this hair dryer is pricey. I just really love it so much. But again, the brand that makes this hair dryer also makes one that isn't as expensive. It's not mint green, it's not by Harry Josh, but it knocks off like 150 bucks because of that. So I'll make sure to include that in the description box. So I'm just gonna go ahead and blow dry my hair, and I will be right back. After you're done blow drying your hair, make sure to hit it with a shot of cool air. I used to not know what the cool button meant on a hairdryer. I thought it was just a pointless function that your hairdryer came with. But running some cool air through your hair will help not only to cool it down, but it'll maintain how smooth it is, and it'll prevent it from poofing back up. Especially if you have really thick hair like mine, the center tends to stay pretty warm and it starts to get moist. I hate that word. So running some cool air through it will help to calm that down and prevent it from getting big. So now I'm going to go on to styling it, and again, nothing has changed. I'm still using a curling iron that is 1.25 inches wide. This is from GHD, and I'm using the same technique. However, my hair is now short, so you can't wave it as much. And to be honest, I feel like my hair looks better straighter in this haircut versus wavy or curly. So I like it to look straight with a bit of texture, some kinks and waves to it, but not curly or actually wavy. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin up half my hair again. And these back bottom pieces are actually the hardest to style because they're so short. So they can really only go around the curling iron once. They don't even do like a full twirl around the curling iron. So I basically just run those strands through the curling iron to smooth them out. I'm not necessarily curling them. I'm just trying to make them look really smooth and straighten out the ends. So what I do is I grab a strand. You can see it's so short. And I do this and basically just pull it straight through. And I'm too lazy to use a straightener and a curling iron. I'm just too many tools for me. I don't want to plug in a straightener and a curling iron. So I like to stick with just using the curling iron and doing this little motion to straighten them out versus plugging in a straightener or using a straightener. So once I get closer to the front, I can actually wrap them around the curling iron and start alternating the waves. For the back bottom pieces, I don't really care if they alternate waves or not because they pretty much look straight when they're done. But the front pieces and then the top pieces, you can alternate waves, or I can alternate waves. So this one I'm gonna alternate. I'm gonna have this one going towards the face. So you can see I'm just wrapping it once, letting it go, and then pulling it straight through to make sure that the end is straight versus flipping in any sort of direction. So I'm just gonna let these pieces rest and cool down, and once I'm done curling the rest of my hair, I will shake it out. So now I'm just gonna work on the rest of the head. Again, now I'm gonna start alternating the waves to get more of that messy look. On the short pieces, they're just straight, but everything else, wrap it around once and let go and alternate the waves. I'm done curling all the pieces. It should look like this when you're done. And now I can shake them out. One tip when waving or curling your hair, always make sure that the front pieces are going away from the face. Alternate everything else, but sometimes you'll land on a piece right here where technically this one's supposed to be going inward, but always, regardless, curl outward. And then just shake them up. And you can see like my hair is really thick and poofy, so without any product in it afterwards, I don't think it looks as good. It just looks like a giant poop ball. So my secret weapon to tame my hair and give it that PC texture, I think I've mentioned this product 1,000 times or in every hair tutorial, and that is the OUAI finishing cream. I live for this stuff. I have little travel sizes that I take with me on my travels, and I apply it daily. It just smooths my hair out, gives it that PC texture, makes it look a little more, I don't know, edgy, I guess. Because see, right now it just kind of looks like poofy. So what I do is I just take a little dab, a little smidge of the cream, and I run it on the ends. Sort of like I'm combing through the ends with my fingertips. I don't really apply it up here. It's all just on the ends of the hair. And then on the front pieces, which by the way, I style it with a middle part, but then flip it to one side or the other. If I blow dry it to one side, it just looks really flat. Whereas styling it and blow drying it down the middle gives it that nice volume when I flip it from side to side. So for the front pieces, I take that finishing cream, keeping it more towards my fingertips, and then I just do this. But again, I don't apply any of this product to the top of my head unless I'm getting a lot of frizzies, then I'll just sort of smooth them out like this. But a majority of this product goes on the ends of the hair. And that's all that there is to it. If the ends of certain pieces are looking too flippy, like they're flipping up or down, I just grab the wand or the curling iron and I just do this to make sure that they're straight. Again, I'm just too lazy to plug in a straightener and I don't want to have two appliances going at once. So 1 1.25 inch curling iron works like a charm. And that's my hair in a nutshell. I like it to look pretty messy and undone. So I just tend to swipe it from side to side throughout the day. And one more thing I want to show you guys, aside from the OUAI finishing cream that I love for texture, if you have finer hair, another great product is the OUAI texturizing hairspray. But this one, like all texturizing hairsprays, tend to make your hair feel a little gritty. This gives a little texture to the hair, but it's not one that bothers me. This one, if you add a little too much, your hair can feel like it has a lot of product in it. So with this one, I like to just add it to the roots of my hair for some added volume. Not that I really need it, but if you have finer hair, I highly recommend this. And again, just apply it to the roots. and not everywhere else, so it doesn't get that gritty texture to it. And now let's announce this week's giveaway, because I know you guys are always waiting, either that or you fast forwarded through my video, which shame on you. So for this week's giveaway, you're gonna get the Pure Transformation Palette. This one's really cool. It has some cream products on here, cream blush, cream contour, some shadows. You can basically do anything with this. It's a multi-purpose palette. You're gonna get the Pure Love Your Selfie 2. This is another really cool multi-purpose palette because it has everything in here. It has bronzer, highlight, blush, shadows, lip, lashes, everything. Pretty much the entire Benefit Brow Collection in shade 3, which is their most universal brow shade. And then my favorite eye cream and eye primer, the Pure Hydrogel Lift. This is the one that looks like a little lipstick and you apply it directly from the tube. Stuff so good. So that is what this week's winner is going to be getting. Make sure, again, just a little reminder to read the description box for all the rules and regulations, as well as how to enter and when the winner will be announced, because if you guys message me who won the day after I've announced it, I know you didn't read the description box. So make sure you read that before you head out. I love you guys, good luck, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.